to get back to his planet and all that. That's actually what the song is about. A lot of people think it's about the man and the Iron Man. It's really nothing to do with it. It's more of a science fiction type thing. This is like Smoke on the Water. The riff to this is just iconic. It's just, you have to know this one if you're going to play guitar. Oh, and by the way, this when you first hear this part, it says, "I am Iron Man." The way they did that, the original recording, the finished record, I'm sorry, had him singing through a processor. But the way they got the idea for that, where they were in the studio and there was a fan blowing in Ozzy Osbourne's face, it was hot, and he kept saying, "I am Iron Man." You know how it sounds like a fan. That's where they got the idea from it. But contrary to popular belief, that did not make it to the final. That's just how they got the idea. This is him singing through a vocal processor here, when you hear it. one is American Woman by the Guess Who in 1970. Now this song has been misinterpreted too. This is actually anti-American Woman. The song was written with the intent, the Guess Who's from Canada. It's actually, get away from me, American women, I want my Canadian women. That's what the song's about. Now a lot of people think it's just the opposite, but actually it's a drag down to the American. That was the intent when he wrote it, and of course they took what they could get off of it. Now this song is very simple, it's very repetitious. Randy Bachman was the guitar player. He came up with the tone on his solo on this song. If you go to Berkeley School of Music or something, this is one of the solos you have to learn, not because it's so hard to play, but because of the tone, the intricacies to it. And he just really nailed it on this. But this was a #1 hit for him, so it's interesting. Right after this tour that he was on with this, he left them and they formed Bachman Turner Overdrive. We're going to hear from him here in just a minute. Here it is.
Say
Bachman guitar player we were just talking about, he forms Bachman-Turner Overdrive with his brother Rob Bachman on the drums. I can't remember his name. I think it was, I honestly can't remember his name, but another Bachman on guitar, and then Fred Turner playing the bass. And if you notice now the songs, as I was saying, back in the 60s, everything was political, everything about the war and all that. Now, it's all about fun stuff, like, the politics seems to be gone out. Everybody just having fun. It's this song, it's called Taking Care of Business. And this song was written on a bus ride home. Randy Bachman come home from a rehearsal in the studio, and he overheard people complaining about their jobs. And he got thinking, now I'm a musician, I have it made. I just, instead of griping about how bad he had it, he wrote a song about how good it was to be a musician. The interesting part on this was the piano. There was some folklore saying the piano was a pizza delivery guy. The word was the guy delivered the pizza to the studio, and he played the piano, and they got him in there playing the piano. Well, it's partially true. He did deliver pizza, but they needed a piano on it, and the guy next door in another studio played the piano. Where the pizza come in, he wrote the chords down on the pizza box. Okay, and they've still got that pizza box, okay? But it's only 3 chords all the way through it, and everyone laughed at them first, saying, there's no way you have a hit song with just 3 chords like this, over and over. But American Woman, if you notice, see, he used 3 chords, did the same old thing. Da, 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 da. Here, same thing. So it seems to be a recurring theme here. Simple is good. Here we go, ready? preacher play piano on it? I don't know. The one little thing about that song where it stops her in the middle and does that. That was put in there at the rhythm guitarist because that song wears your hands out playing those bar chords. You see, Randy Bachman could switch and go to the lead, but the rhythm player, he had to keep doing that. So they put that in there just to give him a break. That's the story behind that. The last one we got here, wrap her up, 1973, Grand Funk Railroad, We're an American Band. This song, again, they come out in the late 60s. They were kind of psychedelic band. They were into these 10, 12-minute songs. Same deal. Record company said, enough. We want a good song here that we play on the radio. They didn't know what to do. They never written anything like that. So they said, well, just do what everybody else is doing. Just write about life on the road. So all this is just a collage of their last tour. They just threw all this stuff together. All this stuff really happened with all these groupies and these policemen and out on the road for 40 days and all that. And the song went to #1, become a gigantic hit for them. This is also the first song where they added the keyboards to it too. enjoyed it. We'll do it again. We'll pick up 1973, 76 will be next. But again, thanks to Mike and Rhonda back there. Thank you guys for helping us out with this. All right. And Thanks to all of y'all, and hope you enjoyed it. Have a great evening, okay?